Hey y'all, I'm Flynt.
And I'm Lena.
Welcome back to Queer Dice Rolls, the podcast where two queer, neurodivergent, and chronically ill bards try working out their past, identities, and problems, one conversation at a time.
Join us as we once again fail our deception checks and share just a little too much.
Hi, Lena.
Hi, Flynt. Sorry, that was funny.
I just smiled.
I just listened to the phone make a noise, and I was like, "Hi, phone. Hi, world."
Oh, in your head. Okay.
Yes.
Funny in your head. I was
That's
like,
why
I just smiled. What did I do?
No, you had a good smile. You look nice today.
Oh, thank you. I'm repping my night veil with my "Be the Cryptid You Wish to See in the World" shirt.
Yeah, it's great. And it has little hooves and bat wings on the night veil symbol. Sala.
That's very silly. I'm very excited about it, though. We are probably sounding a bit lighter today because our trip with our friends is tonight. So
Yes. And I feel like it's been a momentous week in terms of, like...
Revelations.
Yeah, Revelations, self-discovery work stuff on both ends. Ready for vacation. Talking about work things.
Shh, don't tell.
I'm not. I'm just saying we talked about them. And it's almost my birthday.
It's almost your birthday. We're so glad you're here.
I'm old. He's giving me the stink eye.
I am so much older than you. Hush your mouth.
I know, but this is the oldest I've ever been.
This year is the last year. I'm almost on my last year in my 30s.
I know. We're in the same decade for a short time.
No, a very short time.
Yeah, so we're going on our fun vacation. There will be
it's
snow.
supposed to actively snow tonight. So.
As long as we get up there and don't get... Okay.
Oh, we're fine. We have Raven. I have a good car.
I know.
I have an all-terrain vehicle.
I know. I'm about to get my period. I'm stressed. It's gonna happen while we're, like, in the car.
You're gonna be okay.
It always happens on my birthday.
I'm more stressed out by, like, the amount of stuff we have. But 8 people's a lot.
I know. Like, we don't normally have this much stuff. It's all gonna fit. It'll be fine.
Yeah. The dog is embodying all of our stress for us right now.
Yeah, he's stressed out.
He saw the winter gear come out and he was like, no, nah.
Also, like, he's got the most stuff, I swear to God.
Well,
His cage.
He's just so tiny.
I know.
He's tiny. He needs to be warm.
I know, he's tiny. I have too much. Well, I always have too much stuff. But I fit it all in one bag. So.
Point of pride. A winter vacation all in one bag.
All in one bag.
Wow.
Wow.
I almost forgot my tea, so thanks for that.
Oh my God. That would have been so... I mean, you would have been okay.
I forgot we were going to be there on Monday.
I know, you would have been fine because you could have done it when we got home.
I know, but Monday would have sucked.
You would have been cranko.
I would have been weepy.
Yeah, you would have been upset. And you would have been like, we have to get home.
I got
What?
new weights that I'm excited about.
Yes! The kind that you clicky and it does new weighty.
Yeah, I just like I've not physically been capable of going to the gym outside of going to physical therapy, and so I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna do what I did when I had really bad fibro and standing hurt too much, and start lifting weights to get my upper body stronger, and that'll help me stand better. So
It's very exciting.
yeah, but they're the square ones.
I've never seen them before.
I like it because you can use them like kettlebells a little bit, which is nice. But anyway, that was exciting.
Yeah, they're very versatile use.
Oh.
I'm excited to use them if I need to lift a heavy thing.
In case you haven't noticed, we're really procrastinating the last episode of the Dragon's
I don't want to,
because we're both really sad.
I don't want to be here.
We have literally left this until the last second.
Because we both have ADHD.
We're going to be out of town, and I'm sad. Like,
I'm so sad.
It's kind of been, like, playing again, you know? Like, because we've gotten to talk to, like, all our friends in the group, and reminisce about stuff and remember things like that we all like forgot, or it's just been kind of like getting to relive it a little bit. That's all. So it's like losing it all over again, I think.
I know. I still have hope that we'll be able to play it again someday.
Well, we're all going to be friends our whole lives, so, even if we're in our 50s, 60s, and 70s doing it, I think we'll be okay.
I'll be the one who's 50.
Yeah, fuck you. Sorry, excuse me.
Excuse me. Yeah, so, this might get a little sad. I don't know.
No, No, we are sad. Like, that's okay.
Yeah, I'm just warning if I, like, cry.
We love the people we play with, and we love these characters so much, and this group changed my life, but Mirth literally changed my life. So, like, I wouldn't be here talking with this voice if it weren't for Mirth, so...
No. And this was my first D&D game, which
I always
great.
forget. What a first D&D game, spoiled.
It's so special.
So spoiled. Yeah, so I think we're doing impromptu correction today. Yeah.
What? Oh, but I'm unprepared. I don't know what I'll do. Well, welcome to our newest segment, Corrections, where we correct anything that we, fucked up.
Or forgot.
Or forgot. Mirth, hello. I didn't know you were gonna be here. It's impromptu. So, this week, we, again, only have one correction. And it is this. That actually, they being paleontologists, archaeologists, I don't know.
Smarter people than us.
Scientistologists have discovered that most dinosaurs had some sort of feather or proto-feather. The king, or as we like to say, the queen of feathers, was basically a Tyrannosaurus druid.
So we got this correction after I made the art, and I wish that I'd left the beak off, but it's okay.
I still like it.
I think it looks cool, but I put those feathers on one by one, guys, just so you know.
Well, that's all of our corrections for this week. We'll be back. I don't know if I have any corrections for... Is this my...
Don't. Oh, no, I don't want to cry before we drive, man.
Can I'll bring this segment back for something. I don't know for what. Maybe Upper Duke? I don't know. I'm going to have a segment.
I know.
We'll be back next week with I'm sure many more. Well, back to the show.
Yeah, I went on this deep dive after we got that, and the really cool dinosaur person that Barta sends us all the time.
Yes.
Who's like just artistically obsessed with dinosaurs, and I love them so much.
Is there any other way to be?
Yeah, the proto feather's really cool. It actually looks like it ends up looking like fur, so they look like fuzzy.
That's cool.
It makes me wonder, like, if like Monsters Inc. and stuff, where we have like this idea of like fuzzy monsters.
Mm-hmm.
If there's something in our lizard brain from that
probably
era.
I like that thought. Puzzle. Well, should we do it?
We're here.
Welcome.
We're here. We're queer. We're sad.
We're sad, and the dog is trying to escape from our sadness.
The dog is a mess. It's fine.
Yeah, he is a mess. So, last we left off, we had the fight with the king/queen of feathers. We sent a bunch of people on their way.
Yes.
Got some new people.
Used a lot of gates.
Yes, so now we have Undril, our orc-turned-human woman with us. Dirax, the Thayan wizard that Mirth brought into our fold of non-evilness.
He is neutral towards us, I think, at this point. Perhaps. Or maybe he's hoping we'll do something for him. I don't know.
I don't know yet. And then Alara and Saran, Adon's family. So those are the NPCs we have with us. And we were setting out to look for the rest of the shrines with the puzzle cubes. We only have 4 more to get.
Yes, and Mirth is actively transforming.
Yes.
That's what we left off, I think.
Um,
Because it is getting worse every time I use meta magic.
Mm-hmm. So we first rolled perception and used our wings to try and locate where other shrines were.
Yeah, so like now that we had seen a few of them, like we had a big map of Omu the whole time, and we were basically all, when we didn't actively have like a battle map up, we were all looking at a map of Omu, and that's how we were coordinating where we were going.
Yeah.
We've been to enough shrines now, we were starting to see a pattern in what the shrine buildings looked like. So we started picking locations that we thought were probably the last few shrines.
Yeah. So we basically were able to locate the last 4 pretty easily with how good our perception rolls are and stuff. And
With Adon's elf eyes.
yeah, and Adon, she also was like tracking animals because each of the shrines has animals of that kind.
Yeah, so she was just like, not only are these most likely the shrines, these are the most likely what each shrine is.
Mm-hmm. So the first one we went to was Kubazan, who's the frog hemoth.
Oh yeah.
So that shrine had a bunch of obelisks with carvings of frogs and marshes, frog hemoths.
It was I just remember being gross outside. Like it was like very muddy, swampy pond kind of area.
Yeah, there was like a big pond with a collapsed walkway that like led down to the water, and then there was like the path had just gone all the way in, and then there was like some path on the other side, and there was a big statue in the middle that was like a face looking up or something.
Yeah, it was like almost like was like open mouthed.
Yeah,
looking up. Like,
it kind of reminded me of like one of those weird fountains.
Yeah,
where like the water comes out of the gargoyle mouth.
Yeah,
almost.
Yeah.
Only like big flat disc of one.
Sorry, I was just trying to, like, the grotesque gargoyle thing happened in my brain and was like, isn't it if it's a water spout? Doesn't that change it from being a gargoyle? Anyway.
I think it is a grotesque, you're right. So we stumbled...
facts in my brain.
I know. We stumbled upon this area and we're trying to figure out, I think, if we wanted to cross or how, and we're very much interrupted by a huge frog hemoth coming out.
Yeah, so I think... if I recall correctly, it was River and Mirth who knew they could make the gap because it was like a dex jump check, like acrobatics essentially, and we both made it across, or you made it across and I made it halfway.
I think that's right. I remember on the map.
Yeah, like I'm remembering, like physically remembering the map. It's like you made it across, I made it halfway, and then there was a really big frog in my face.
Yes, and then... because the first thing that happened is you cast Charm Monster and it used a legendary resistance to resist it, which is bullshit.
One of the few times I used Charm Monster.
I know. You never use that spell.
Because of legendary resistance BS.
I know. And...
but hey, I made it use one.
Yeah. And we were like... I remember at least River was thinking, like, are we fighting... Kubazan? Because this frog hemoth had like
that's right.
had basically like this Beast Lord's key inhabiting it.
Every time you punched it you felt like you were punching a wall. I remember that. But yeah, it was like almost like an avatar for this Beast Lord. It was really interesting.
Yeah, like, as we know, these Beast Lords, like Papazal, can be very powerful. Mm-hmm. So, like, even if they're in their grave or whatever, like, they can send their spirit somewhere.
Yeah, because they're still worshipped by these beasts, so they still have some power.
Especially at their shrine.
But this thing was huge. Like, its mouth could have easily swallowed any of us.
Yeah, right? I think it was a huge D&D creature, which is, like, what, 3x3 squares?
I just remember just like physically being like, "Oh Lord, am I going inside this thing?"
It was a hard fight.
Yeah, this one was it was really, really, really tough. And then I think it had minions, right, that came that were poison. They were different kinds of poisonous.
Yeah. Which is fine for me.
River didn't care.
I don't
We
care.
cared. We cared a lot.
I tried to deal with them.
Yeah, I remember because like what I remember about this fight specifically is that moment of, River and Mirth bickering about how to get across
Yes.
and forgetting where they were, really, because Bartis is so good at waiting until we fall into the relationships of the characters. And they were like bickering, and Mirth was like, "Well, what do you want me to do? Like, I can make it. Like, what do you mean?" And then I just remember this like rumbling and a huge coming up behind me and being like, "No." And the second thing I remember is that stands out really for this fight is it was a very 3D fight because I think that we eventually got to the building and there were so many of these like little dart frog type humanoids that were poisoning us, and you went up on the roof or something?
That one is our final fight.
Oh,
of
is it?
today. Yes,
Okay.
yes, yes, yes.
Sorry.
No,
Mixed
you're
up.
okay, you're okay. Like, I think
There's just like a lot of stuff that was using poison, and you kept like
I think some of the plants might have been
out of
poisonous.
necessity going forward because you just weren't. It didn't affect you, and it was really, really hurting us.
Yeah. So we were trying to like beat him, but also get to the door, kind of a thing. I think also I remember in this fight, Kayleen used shoot, the name of the spell just went out of my head. It's like a net.
Well, it's like an electrified net, right?
Yes. Shoot. I can't.
I don't know.
You know
I'm
what I
just
mean?
getting Electro Web from Pokemon right now.
Electro web.
No, but you're right. Like I remember we tried all kinds of stuff because like it just was like a bag of hit points
God, what is
that
that?
hit like a truck,
What is that spell called?
and it had reach.
Oh, it had like shitty
It
reach.
had like 20 feet of reach or something crazy, and we couldn't because of its tongue, right? So we
Yes.
couldn't really get away.
It was hard. We got it down.
Didn't Zaid like? I just remember Zaid being a boss against this guy.
I didn't write down who killed it for this one, but it was probably Zaid. I'm just really mad that I can't remember what that spell was. So Buck, if you remember, please send me a message so I stop freaking out. I couldn't even Google it just now. So
It might have been a specialized spell that he made.
I know. Maybe that's why I can't like find it.
Yeah.
So beating this, like finishing this combat was the end of our in like real life session.
Yes.
And as we left off for the session, Mirth's symptoms were getting worse again. Continuing to get
Oh,
worse.
that's right. Yeah.
Because I think you used some meta magic in that fight.
I did. So for those who are curious, in prep of this storyline, because we hadn't, like I said, Bartis and I had talked about it, and I was trying to decide when I was going to take Sorcerer. I took a meta magic feat earlier, I think at like 17.
Yeah.
Where somewhere in the mid-teens where you get to take a feat or up your stats. And so I had already started being able to use subtle spell and quickened spell. And those are my main go-tos.
Yeah, subtle spell means that you can cast a spell without doing any of the like components,
Verbal
essentially.
or somatic. Yeah.
And then quickened is what you don't have to use an action, it just happens. It's instantaneous.
Yes. I think it brings it down to like man, it's been so long.
It's okay. I was just trying to.
It's no longer an action. So like I just remember being able to like cast like a couple things really quickly.
Yeah, it's like a bonus thing you can do with no cost, essentially.
But essentially, I find like when I really think about it, I find Mirth a little bit terrifying at this point because he's a full caster. So he's got all the bardic spells, he's got access to 9th levels, but he can cast them without doing anything. He just thinks about it.
Yeah.
Is his ability now. But I did use meta magic in the fight.
Yeah, bards are terrifying.
Bards with like meta magic though is like
Bad.
because now like I think we're at 19, right?
We get to 19 at the.
Yeah.
That is the last thing that
Now
we
I've
did.
I've got a bunch of meta magic I can do.
Yeah, you do.
So anyway.
So if we play again, watch out. So when we came back the week after, Mirth found a big old metal key in a frog statue in part of the outside area.
Oh, okay.
I don't remember.
I remember finding it. I don't remember why. I guess because the door was locked, right?
Yeah. And
man, I am mixing up these 3 fights, aren't I? I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Was it only the big frog for this fight, or were there little frogs with it?
I only had the big one written down,
Then
but
it's
I had few notes for this, and Bartis didn't remember.
Okay.
I think there may have been plants, like animated plants, that were poisonous. I don't know.
No, I distinctly remember like dart frog type
Those are at a different one.
problems.
Yeah,
later.
Don't worry. I have notes on them.
Oh, yeah. Okay. So it might have been just the big guy, and he could do stuff like he could summon things, or like other things were being summoned with him.
Yeah, but it was a really hard fight. So the doorway had a depiction of an eblis, which is what Papazotl is, or the animal that goes along with him, fighting a froghemoth.
So they were enemies.
They engi. And the text on it says, Kubazan urges us to tread without fear and to give back as much as we take.
So big clue.
Mm-hmm.
Give back as much as we take.
Also, I had a note here that you used comprehend languages. Is this just a spell that you had that... No, because Bartis was like, yeah, that's a bard spell. And I was like, I know that bards can take it, but I was like,
no, this is a sorcerer problem.
That's what I thought.
So this is comprehend. So there's a... It's interesting when you multi-class, when you're already a caster and you're doing another caster. Because what I gained was low-level spells.
Oh my god, thank you.
Right?
I
so
totally
I gained more low-level spells. And the way that I basically did this one was because of being around River's innate magic all the time of like being able to understand languages.
Yeah, I think at level 14 or 15, monks can just understand all spoken languages.
Yeah, so like Mirth was just looking at it and then could suddenly read it. He did not cast anything.
And this also worked out great because Orvex, who was previously helping us translate, we sent him back to Waterdeep.
Yep.
So you used that and we like worked it out. And then I also had that River gets a pulse of key from inside the shrine when you were using that spell.
Mm-hmm.
Which is...
Mystera.
Kayleen also rolled a nat 20 for a total of 42, which was super normal for him to get a greater essence from the body of the froghemoth.
I know, I was so happy for him for that.
And he got a new essence like that he had never seen before, and it was like the largest he'd ever gotten. It was like a berserker rage essence.
It was great.
He was very happy.
Yeah, because like essentially like this the froghemoth was almost like a barbarian. So it was like that hard to take down because it was taking half of everything.
Barbarian frog.
Yeah. Frogbarian.
Frogbarian. Sorry. So I get them mixed up too, even though I just did the notes. So inside, this was like a fun shrine for Mirth and River. There was a big pit, and we decided to do a tightrope across it.
Yep.
Because I had the rope of climbing, and got that to tie itself to the other side, and you obviously know how to do tightrope, and so River just tried to copy you.
Yeah. Because Mirth was like, let me do it. And River was like, I can do it too. And Mirth was like, I've literally done this my whole life. I can do it. I remember it specifically. And like the way Bartis described it was great because it was like, it looked like Mirth did it and it looked like an artist. Like it was with ease and no problem. And then like you did it and you technically were correct, but it looked really weird.
Yep, that's how it happened. And so we got over there, and then we had to use the key to replace the cube. You know, give as much as you take.
Yeah, I remember that idea.
Mm-hmm. So we got that cube. I don't remember how, but somehow my rope of climbing got broken, partially from doing this. I don't know why. But I wrote down that it was only able to do 40 feet now. Like, part of it got broken off.
I think that part of it got broken off at a different time.
Okay.
Doing something else, maybe.
I don't know.
I'm sure Bartis will remember.
It's shorter now.
Oops.
Oops. So, from earlier, then we knew where the 3 remaining shrines were, and I forgot to mention that part of the reason it was easier to locate them is because all the fog is gone. All the fog and the mist, because of the King/Queen of Feathers.
No more magic fog.
No more magic dinosaur. So, we headed to, out of the 3 that were left, because one of them is Papa Zoddle's shrine.
Oh, we decided to do that last.
Yes. So first we headed to Shigambi. And Shigambi
We literally went around Papa Zoddle's shrine. We're like, nah, bro.
I don't want to do it right now.
No, I'm good, thanks.
So Shigambi is a Commodon, which is a leopard with a bunch of snake heads.
Oh, yeah.
This, honestly, I don't like it.
Oh, no, this was upsetting.
It's Ico.
I remember now, this was upsetting.
This was one of my favorite shrines, though. This shrine was really cool.
Some of the creatures, I'm like, this is dope. Like, giant frog, cool.
Dope. Well, you love frogs.
I do love frogs.
But the leopard with snake heads, bad.
Little dart frog, poisonous frogs that have, like, depending on their color, a different effect. Dope. Leopard with lots of snakes for a head? I'll pass.
So we have to get through this to get to the grung, like the frog one, the tiny frog one. So I'm really sorry. So outside that shrine, Adon used Speak with Animals, one of her favorite spells, to talk to. There were just 2 Commodons outside, and she talked to them, and they were pretty chill. And like, yeah, you need to go in here.
Yeah, wasn't it like a mom? Like they were a couple, weren't they?
I think so. And I think she just kind of explained to them what we were doing, and they were like, well, you're not the Thayans, so, because they were like, you're not those, like, bad people that are, like, destroying things. She was like, no, we don't want to destroy, like.
We just want to visit the temple. That's all.
Yeah, and they were like, okay.
They're like, nope. Bye.
And, the text on this one says, Shigambi teaches us to fight evil with honor. It's one of my favorite. I know.
Right. Oh, this one is good.
I know. I knew once we like got inside, you would be excited.
As soon as you said with honor, I was like, okay, yeah, this one is awesome.
This was very different from a lot of the other shrines.
Again, because of where they are on the, alignment.
Yes.
Right? So this is a person who's like, I think they were good. Right?
I can check. Because each of the Beast Lords, there's 9 of them, they each correspond to a D&D alignment. Let me double check. I know Papa Zoddle's one of the evil ones. Shigambi is neutral good.
Yeah. Neutral good. Yeah. Oh. That's what Akade used to be.
Oh, yeah.
Sad.
It's all right, darling. So we go inside, and there were these 4 like clay statues in combat poses with bronze spears.
Yep.
And we found out like there was like a hallway, and then you kind of turned around and went down a floor.
And it got kind of narrow. It was like a narrow set of stairs, and then it basically did like a U-turn from that initial room, and then there was this little like fighting ring.
Yeah, it was like sand, and you could see from above there was like a grate in the floor, so you could see through.
Yeah.
Like a grate or a hole, I forget.
I distinctly remember him just like watching stuff there.
I know, I remember him like kicking his legs.
Yeah.
And so there was like a fighting pit down on the 2nd level, and we figured out that we needed to fight these constructs.
1-on-1 in a fair fight. And I remember, like, all of us being like, obviously Zayd's gonna do it.
Yeah.
Obviously River's gonna do it. And Mirth had to, like, argue for his swordsmanship, and he was really pissed. Because he was like, I can fight.
I remember River being like, why are we not letting Mirth do this? Like, because Kayleen was like, I want to do it. I was like, no, Grandpa. Like,
I was like, because I remember my concern being, is magic cheating?
yeah.
And I was like, if it's supposed to be martial combat, Mirth is a swordsman. Like, that's what he does.
And Adon's weapon, she's more comfortable with the bow, like most comfortable with the bow, but she can fight with a...
But we did encourage her to do it, remember?
Yeah.
We were like, no, Adon, you have to. You're so good.
Yeah.
Come on.
So the order that we decided on was, I believe Mirth, Zayd, River, Adon.
Yeah.
I think you went first.
Because Mirth was being pouty.
Yeah. So... They were so interesting.
Yeah.
Everybody had like such different experiences. Do you remember much about yours? Like, do you remember how Mirth felt?
I remember that because I was Mirth while I did it, he felt like himself for the first time in a long time. He was having so much fun because he also got someone who was showy.
Yes. All the constructs had different like personalities.
They had different personalities and different fighting styles. And so the first person that Mirth got was also showy. So it was like, I remember Bartis specifically saying only really Adon and kind of River could track the combat because we were going so fast.
Yeah.
And it was just a great time. Like, Mirth was having a blast. He did get hit a couple times.
I think we all did, honestly.
But, like, he did really well. He won.
Yeah, these were not, like, they were really fun fights. They weren't easy, but I remember
We were just having a good time. Like,
yeah, they were fun.
I remember it felt like an exhale. It felt like this grounding moment where we were friends on the, like, more on the training grounds than... And Mirth was, like, exhilarated after his fight and was just, like cheering everybody on through the grate.
I know.
Afterwards.
It was so cute. And Zayd, like, stomped the shit out of his fight, if I remember.
I mean, Zayd's was interesting because I think he was against somebody who had reach. Remember? Like, I think was one of the people who had, like, their style... specifically was designed to be good against someone who fought with a shield, essentially.
Yeah. And River, the thing that I remember during when I did mine was he tried to like stun this thing and figured out that the key felt like it was Shigambi's key, and so then he tried to talk to her.
Yeah.
Because he could sense like how big the entity was in there. But instead of like it being full of like it felt like Papazottle's key to him. Like how big it was. But instead of like fear and manipulation, it felt like righteous anger and like honor.
It felt like an honorable warrior.
Yes, and she told him while they were like kind of having a conversation while they were fighting.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
And she told him, where your key goes, you can go. Which was something that he was like, I need to figure out what that means.
Leave me out of it.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
And then that was the end of our in real life session. And when we came back, Adon did her fight.
Yes, and Adon's fight was cool.
Yes.
It was so technical, is what I remember about her fight. And, like, I remember Mirth being like, you got this, you know.
And to back up the technicality, she got 2 back-to-back crits. And then Bartis had Zayd choose Timora or Bashaba, and he chose Timora. And the result of that was, for the rest of the session, everybody crit on a 19 or 20.
It was really cool.
Yeah, it was.
But she just was like, it was interesting because the way Bartis described this, I remember kind of like grounding me back in like who everybody was and how they'd grown. And like Mirth's is oh, whenever Mirth does anything, it's usually very beautiful. And so it was interesting because Dawn and Mirth fight more similarly than anybody else
Mm-hmm.
in the group. And I just remember Mirth just thinking, like watching through the grates, you know, his feet like hanging down through the grates, like watching bent over, thinking he wished that she would fight like this more because it was so beautiful to watch.
Yeah. This was what a great shrine. And
We needed, like, I think the group needed the fresh air. I know Mirth needed the minute to feel like himself for a second,
yeah.
you know, because like it was nice to not use magic.
Yeah, especially right now. So we figured out that we needed to place the spears in
Oh yeah, because we each got a spear.
Yeah.
Like they crumpled to dust, and then their spear was left, so we each had a spear.
and we put them in a pedestal in the back room of like the main hall, and like something in it moved and opened up and like the cube appeared.
Yep.
And then we could just take it because it was the honorable fights were done, right? Best shrine.
It was a good time.
It was great.
It was a good memory. Like I have a really good memory of it because it was both as a player and as the character. Like again, it was just nice to see all of us succeed.
Yeah. And not worry about dying. Just have a good time.
Just be good at what we were good at for a second. It was nice.
Like the Olympics. So from the neutral good shrine, we go to the neutral evil shrine, which is Nang Nang, who is a grung, which is all the tiny little frog people. So we used our cloaks to fly there. We rolled and they would come back in 3 hours, our wings. So
Yeah, we did good on that roll.
yes, we did. It was like the only time. And as we fly, since there's no mist, we saw more of those large gargoyles along the top of the city again. We could like see them everywhere because the visibility there is great when there's no mist because you're down in that canyon.
Yeah.
And we get to this shrine and it's like another swamp.
Yeah, I remember Mirth going, "Come on."
This is how we know Mirth is not you. You would be
Mirth-
so happy to be
I know
around these
Mirth
frogs.
Mirth hates being dirty.
Yeah. And there were just a ton of grung, and there was a leader, his name's Yorb. And
That's right. That's the dad.
Yeah.
So way back in the beginning, you guys remember when we saw some like a kerfuffle at the edge of the lava, and then someone got thrown in. It was apparently his son.
yeah, and he doesn't know that.
But we figured it out
Yes, we did.
in this conversation.
So River and Mirth can like translate and understand what's going on, and so they were like, "Come no closer, invaders." And
But they're these little tiny, like they're like, aren't they like small?
yeah,
So they're like as big as Zayd or smaller, so like 3 feet.
they've got spears.
They got big old spears, and they look like dart frogs, is what I remember him describing it as.
Yeah, just lots of different colors. And we had like a short conversation with them, and they were just really on edge. So it started getting like really shaky, the conversation, and when it did, because Mirth and River were out in front. Don't look at me like that. Mirth and River decided to do an
Wait,
alpha strike.
excuse me. I was not. This was so we decided as players. Mirth was like, I don't know what's happening. I don't like it.
Yeah, we decided to do a combo move, essentially. Like, try a new combo move.
But it was more like it wasn't a thing that they had planned. It was almost
No.
like it was instinctual.
Yeah.
So you want to describe it?
Yes, I do. Also, Bartis sent me a fun alliteration.
Uh-huh.
They were like, an alpha strike with the combo of synaptic static and searing sunburst.
Yes.
So many. So my Syrian sunburst is a big, it's like a 20-foot radius
And we were a
sphere.
distance away. So I went on, like, there was, like, it says, set it up. The temple, we are facing the temple.
Yes.
There is a swamp. They told us, hey, stop, come no further. We're probably 20 feet in front of the rest of the group, but like 20 feet away, 30 feet away from the enemies. So we're kind of in like this no man's land talking to them, and then things started to go badly. And when we say there were lots of them, there were dozens.
Yeah. This was one of the biggest fights we did.
They're unmanageable
Combat tracker.
combat track.
It was horrible. So River and Mirth essentially decided to act at the same time, and because we like rolled so well,
Mirth didn't decide to act. Mirth was scared. Remember? Because the synaptic static is not a thing he has over control over yet.
Yeah, because he's never used this spell before, I don't think.
No, he did.
Right? He did?
Uh-huh.
Oh, in the temple.
Uh-huh.
My bad.
It's his 9th level spell.
No, that was Psychic Scream, right?
That is Psychic Scream. You're right. Is this the 7th
This is
level?
a 7th level.
Yeah, this is a new one that's connected. It's from the same, like, I chose them at the same time. But yeah.
Yes,
he does not have control over this. This is a stress response.
And it's like magic that stems from the Eldritch author.
Yes.
Right? Okay, because it's still the purple.
Yep.
So
But it's called synaptic static. It's like a lower level of the psychic scream.
Yes. And so Mirth was stressed, and that was just like happening kind of out of him.
Uh-huh.
And at the same time, I think River just decided to start doing something because it was not going well.
Yes.
He wasn't necessarily like, River's usually pretty calm.
Yeah, he was more like, okay, tactically, this is not going well. They're not listening. We need to do something. And in that, so the way that this ended up manifesting is, instead of synaptic static erupting around Mirth, it traveled with your searing sunburst, and our consciousnesses went with it.
Yes.
Because that's, remember, River's consciousness goes with searing sunburst, and he can see where the sunburst is. He dragged Mirth with him, essentially. And because Mirth's synaptic static affects the minds of the creatures around him, they then went into all of the minds of the creatures that were affected.
Yeah, because there were so many creatures, and because his like radius is pretty large, we went into like the minds of about 20 grung at the same time, and instantly like found out that they're all like fairly evil frogs who are most of them are freaked out. The ones that are a little higher up have like a firmer foundation because their king Yorb is with them.
Uh-huh.
And that Yorb doesn't want to be seen as weak in case his son returns, which we know is not happening.
Yep.
Were the things that we found out. But it was like the kind of white, yellow, gold of his sunburst had like a bunch of purple static traveling
it's
around
like purple,
it.
like staticky lightning with it. And so this was the first time that anybody realized that Mirth was experiencing like because he was kind of complaining about like, oh, my eyes hurt or whatever. But this is when the first time, because you felt Mirth's headache and the buildup of static in his head. And then we were in the minds of a whole bunch of other people, and it was Mirth's worst nightmare. I just remember him being like, I never want to do that again. It was really cool, though.
From like a player standpoint, it was cool as shit.
But Mirth was like, don't ever do that to me again.
And River was like, well, why? Like, because he thought it was really cool.
Well, that's really interesting because Mirth's like, his thing is, I always hear it in his head. He's like, I have enough trouble being in my own head. I don't need to be in anyone else's. Thank you very much, though.
I know. I remember that. And so that's how we started off this fight.
Oh, cool start.
It was really cool.
A lot of damage.
Yes. And we rolled so well that if they crit failed, they would take double damage. But like you rolled about 40 damage and I rolled about 20 cuz I like I used extra key to like up my damage. So it was like a significant amount of damage.
It was just a huge number of creatures.
Yeah. Cuz it was a big AoE. So that happened and then Yorb tried to like run inside.
Yes.
But he was I think he was on a dinosaur. Or like jumped onto one, but it's called a hadrosaur.
Yes.
It's like a big long necky, right? I remember it having a long neck.
I don't remember. I can look it up if you want.
Sure. So he, on his mounted hadrosaur, tried to go back into the temple. And I believe one of the first things to happen after this crazy combo was...
it's a duckbill.
Oh!
It looks like the duckbill guys.
Little guy.
Well, not quite. Yeah.
Thank you for looking up the dinosaur.
Duckbill. Ducky. Okay.
Oh, Ducky! I was thinking about the Land Before Time.
I know. That's why I made the little giggle, because I was thinking about Ducky. All right. Anyway.
Sorry. So one of my favorite things that happened in this combat was Zaid used his second favorite spell, Gust of Wind,
Yep.
to knock Yorb and his dinosaur, like, below them into the temple. Like, because they got, like, stuck in the door, I think. Like, the dinosaur
I think we stopped them in the door or something. And, like, I just remember Zaid breaking the door. I'm pretty sure he used Gust of Wind to, like, break the door or something, and then... It was a mess.
Because they were trying to like block the.
Yes,
you're totally right.
The door.
Yeah, he just like destroyed the door and then like.
Because I remember Mirth was tried to use what was it? What spell? I think Shatter, because Shatter is very effective against inanimate objects.
Yes.
And I think he tried to use Shatter a couple times to help break the door, and Zaid just like completely destroyed it.
And then I also had a note that I think that like killed like all the shatters and stuff like killed the dinosaur.
Yes, the dinosaur was dead, but Yorb wasn't, and the dinosaur landed on top of him. I remember that much.
And then I don't remember how this came about, but Zaid like surfed on the dead dinosaur into the temple using the Gust of Wind.
Yes, he did.
Which is like really messed up.
Meanwhile, outside,
there are dozens of grung.
And this is the fight that I was talking about earlier that's 3D. I remember this being very 3D. So like we've got the distance between us and the temple, and then the temple has a couple layers on it where there are grung like that are snipers, and the snipers are using their own poison from their backs. So cool. See, like the other fight, the other temple, very cool. This fight, so cool. And each poison has a different effect.
Yes.
And they stack.
Because they're different.
Yes.
Sucked.
It was so cool. It was so clever and neat. I liked it a lot.
Yeah, I wrote I don't remember who said it, but somebody was like, this is the most annoying combat ever.
It was me.
And Bartis was so happy because he was like, they were like, that's exactly what I was trying to do, was like make this the most annoying combat ever.
I said it, but it was annoying because it was so long and there were so many and they kept showing up. Mm-hmm. And the way their poisons worked, it was slowing us down. But like I just at some point, like, because I tried to keep my mouth shut about, like, especially then, I would not say stuff, but I was just like, this is so fucking annoying. I was so mad.
And Bartis was so happy,
and he was like, that's exactly what I wanted.
Yeah,
and I was like, okay, good. I just didn't want to say anything because I was just like, this is exhausting.
It was awful. River was up on the roof.
Yes, because River could be amongst them.
Yeah, and he still got some debuffs, but not nearly as many. And wasn't actually like poisoned. Mm-hmm. So he was up on the roof. Adon was shooting shit on the roof from down there. Uh-huh. It was like a triangular roof too. It was like a weird shape.
It was a weird shape. And then Mirth was like by the door with Zaid, but then Zaid went inside. Mm-hmm. And then Mirth was fighting by the door still.
Yes.
because there was no space inside because of the dinosaur and stuff.
And I'm taking my notes a little bit out of order just for the theatricality here, because there's something crazy that happens, and it was like we ended our session in the middle of this fight.
That's we did.
But I'm just gonna kind of talk over it and then say it. So this, as we were saying, this fight's arduous. It's not super dangerous, but there's the gravity of like how many enemies there are was what was difficult. So we were using everything we could. People were like using
death by 1,000 cuts, really. Like we were using so many resources to endure.
Yes, like we all used sorceress bursts. I know River got one. He hasted himself with one, and he was so happy.
Yeah, I remember that.
Kayleen had his pseudo dragon George use flaming sphere. You used psychic scream because you were just so overwhelmed and done with this fight.
Because there was never a point in this fight where Mirth was not surrounded by at least 4 or 5 enemies.
No.
And like he just couldn't make any progress forward and couldn't do anything, and like it was really frustrating. And then like he was already, again, we're already still like, it's the same day that all these changes started to happen, and that's what I was trying to keep in mind. And so he just was like so stressed and ended up using a 9th level spell again.
Yeah, and at some point we figured out that like the frogs just kept coming, like new frogs kept appearing.
Mm-hmm.
And so finally we were like, we have to get this cube and like get out of here.
Yeah.
So River came down from the roof.
It took us too long to figure out that they just kept going.
So, because we all were trying to get into the temple. And on our way into the temple, Mirth saw some of our friends.
The hags.
Yes.
Yep.
You saw all 3 of the hags outside watching us.
Yep.
And when we, in between our sessions, we were trying to plan, like, how are we going to get them?
I know.
And,
that's right.
like, we had a whole plan.
Yeah, we were like...
It did not come to pass.
No, it did not. Good.
So, like, we could not get them again because they're in the ethereal plane, which is, like, it's crazy hard to get to them. But
Mirth is the only one who can do anything to them.
Unless they are on this plane,
Mirth
on the
has
material.
because like force spells affect the ethereal plane, and Mirth is the only person who has them. And he has several now, but it would be also like technically, I think he could plane shift with the stuff he's got.
Yeah, and River can astral project,
but like nobody could come with him if he.
It's not safe.
Yeah, it would just be really stupid.
So we kind of figured out, okay, there are too many grung. We can't get the hags right now.
Mm-hmm.
We need to get this cube and leave.
Yep.
So we all got into the temple. We got the cube, because I think Yorb was trying to get it.
Mm-hmm. Yorb was trying, that's why he went inside, is he was trying to protect the cube, I think.
Yeah, and then we killed him and took the cube. And then we were trying to all get to the same place so you could teleport us away.
Yep.
And there was a bit of a problem. George has a different movement speed than Kayleen. Mm-hmm. So he was like in a area that was like farther away from us, and River is the fastest, and so he was like, I'll go grab him.
That's right.
And he tried to grab him, but he like fell.
Mm-hmm. Well, George wouldn't let you.
Yeah, I think because I rolled a nat 1, and I think it manifested of like he fell, and George was like, "Don't touch me."
Yep.
And there were still just more frogs appearing. Mm-hmm. So Mirth was just holding his teleport spell.
Yep.
Until everybody could get within like 10 feet of him. Mm-hmm. And thankfully, on the next turn, River was able to grab George out of the air.
Because you're hella fast, so...
Yeah, he rolled well enough the second time that he was able to get him. And then you teleported us. But as you... can you describe again how your teleport looks?
So, the teleport is essentially like usually Mirth would have everybody in like a circle and he would dance around them, but he was quickening it. So he just pulled the curtain of reality around them, and then it kind of like looks like this beautiful like void, and then as he moves the curtain, the new place appears around everybody.
And so as we saw him cutting open the curtain, instead of like seeing the void, we all saw a huge dragon eye appear.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah, it was a giant amethyst dragon eye.
whose could it be? Don't know.
Don't know.
And the last thing we saw there was the hag with the sack on her head came through the wall of the temple as we were leaving, grabbed like a grung spirit out of its body, and like watched us go as she like vanished back into the ethereal with it.
Yep.
Don't know what that means. And you teleported us
Well, they
to...
got frost giants. They got like, are we sacrificing stuff for them? I don't know.
I don't know. It's like they have spirits of like every kind of creature. They're like collecting for something. I hate it. I hate it. So you teleported us to the south of Omu, where we first entered the city.
Mm-hmm.
And you made the dome. So
It's like literally where we made the dome the first time, and we were trying to figure out what to do after we had acquired Dirax.
yes, correct.
So it's that little like finger down at the bottom.
Yeah, so you made the dome again.
Because I had picked up a pebble from over there.
Oh yeah, that's right, because you had your rock bag.
Yep. Mirth now carries a bag of rocks that are all labeled from places. Because after that horrible experience with Zaid of bouncing around a bunch of times and hurting, yeah.
And then you cast the mansion, because we were all out of everything.
Yep.
We were like, that was like the only high level spell you had left, for sure.
Yep.
And then we hit level 19.
Yep.
And that's the last note I have.
That's that. We're just looking at each other real sad. Yeah, so it's very in the middle of things.
So close to getting the last cube and then finally going to the Tomb of Annihilation.
Yeah. But we're 19. That's the highest I've ever gotten as a player.
Me too.
So Mirth took Sorcerer again, not Bard.
So you've got what, 17 levels in Bard, 2 in Sorcerer?
Yes.
River took another level in Monk, very surprising.
But yeah.
I can't believe I don't have any more notes.
I know. I don't really know how else to how to sum this up. Like it ended very in the middle of things. And like we're still trying to play whenever we can, but like life's really hard for several of us, and we all talk about it all the time. We miss it. But yeah, those last few battles were really cool. Very memorable.
Amazing. And they were all so different. That's like one of the things that Bardis does so well is like playing whatever enemy they're playing and characterizing the combat because of that.
Yeah, that grung fight was annoying. Oh, it was so good because it was so annoying. And like we couldn't win. We couldn't win because of the sheer numbers and because of their abilities.
Yeah, so it was like, do you want to expend everything you have and maybe get everything, but then also the hags are there, or do you just want to cut and run? You know?
Yeah. One day we will find out what the hags are doing and we will defeat them.
God, I hope so. They're the true enemy of this campaign.
I mean, Mirth, like, there's a reason Mirth could see him. He uses that see invisibility constantly. So, anyway, we're gonna go be sad now. I love this game. Thank you so much to the Dragon Stunners for changing my life for the better, and to the characters for changing my life for the better. I love all of you, and I love all our characters so much. This was really fun to do with you, Lena. I really enjoyed getting to kind of relive all of it and remember things that I forgot and get new insights. I think that we want to talk to like our friends a few more times and see if there's anything else that they want to add or any theories that they have. But that is the end of us summing up this campaign.
Yeah, and we'll move on to a different one soon, I think, here.
Yes, we will. In the meantime, take care of yourselves. We love you all very much.
And we'll do our little outro here in a second, but first,
a word from our characters.
Love the show? Of course you do. Want to learn more? I mean, who wouldn't? Well, you've come to the right bard. This is Mercutia's Market with your host, me, Mercutia Claudius Titania Banquo Ulysses Falstaff, and yes, I did make the name myself. If you have questions for your wonderful hosts or me or anyone else you've heard on the podcast, but mostly me, email us at queerdicerolls, that's ROLES, at Obroris, that's OBRORIS, archives.com. If you wish, you can send these poor, tired queers the funds for their iced oat lattes through our Ko-fi Queer Dice Rolls. Be sure to follow us on all your favorite platforms. If you'd like to peruse these or any other links, check out our link tree. This week, we want to thank the Dragon Stunners for being one of our longest and best campaigns of all time. It has been an absolute privilege to know you all and to get to relive this epic adventure. Here's to many, many more. You're gorgeous, and we love you. That's all for now, but I'll be back next week. Ta-ta! You've been listening to Queer Dice Rolls with Flynt and Lena.
Do you have any theories about what might be going on with Mirth? Think you know what the hags are up to?
Don't forget to send us a message on Instagram or Buzzsprout. We'd love to hear from you.
The two of us will be back next week with our next adventure.
But until then, take this inspiration die just in case.
Bye, y'all.